What if I told you that cutting out bread, rice, and other carbohydrates is not the secret to better blood sugar? In fact, some of the most powerful foods for supporting healthy blood sugar are foods you can add to your plate starting today. The right foods can help slow sugar absorption, support insulin sensitivity, and work with your body's natural systems to keep glucose levels more balanced.
And the best part? You don't have to starve yourself, follow extreme diets, or give up every food you love. In today's video, you'll discover 10 science-backed foods that may help support healthier blood sugar levels naturally. Some of these foods are probably already sitting in your kitchen right now, while others are often overlooked despite their impressive benefits. Make sure you stay until the end, because the final food on this list might completely change the way you think about carbohydrates and blood sugar control. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and let me know in the comments what your latest fasting blood sugar reading was. I love hearing from you, and your comments help inspire future videos. Now, let's get started and uncover the 10 foods that can help support healthier blood sugar naturally.
Here's something that rarely gets explained clearly. High blood sugar often begins with a hormone called insulin. Insulin acts like a key that helps glucose move from your bloodstream into your cells, where it can be used for energy. After years of blood sugar spikes and crashes, your cells may become less responsive to insulin. This condition is known as insulin resistance. When that happens, your body produces more insulin in an attempt to keep blood sugar under control. Over time, blood sugar levels may continue rising despite the extra insulin being produced. What many people never learn is that food communicates directly with insulin receptors. Certain foods can help slow the entry of sugar into the bloodstream, reduce inflammation that interferes with insulin signaling, and support healthier insulin function.
Each of the 10 foods in this video works through one or more of these mechanisms. You don't need to add all of them at once. Start gradually over the next few weeks and build from there. Let's begin with the first food. The first food is fenugreek seeds. These small, amber-colored seeds can usually be found in the spice aisle of most grocery stores and are surprisingly affordable. Fenugreek contains a soluble fiber called galactomannan. When mixed with water in the stomach, it forms a thick gel that slows the rate at which carbohydrates leave the stomach and enter the small intestine. This slower digestion means glucose enters the bloodstream more gradually, helping reduce sharp blood sugar spikes and excessive insulin release. Fenugreek also contains compounds that may support insulin function and help muscle cells absorb glucose more efficiently. To use it, soak 1 teaspoon of whole fenugreek seeds in a glass of water overnight. In the morning, drink the water and eat the softened seeds before breakfast. If the flavor is too strong, grind the seeds and mix half a teaspoon into yogurt or sprinkle it over eggs. Start with a small amount and increase gradually, as the fiber can take a few days for your digestive system to adjust. Number 2 is cinnamon. You probably already have some in your kitchen, but the variety matters. The most common type found in stores is cassia cinnamon, which contains higher levels of coumarin. For regular use, many people prefer Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. Cinnamon contains polyphenols, natural plant compounds that may help improve insulin sensitivity and slow stomach emptying after meals. Research has shown that regular cinnamon consumption may support healthier fasting blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes. Try using 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon daily. Add it to oatmeal, coffee, smoothies, or other meals that contain carbohydrates. Number 3 is broccoli sprouts. Pay close attention to this one because it's one of the most overlooked foods for blood sugar support. We're not talking about mature broccoli. We're talking about young broccoli sprouts that are only a few days old. These sprouts contain a compound called sulforaphane. In fact, broccoli sprouts can contain many times more sulforaphane than mature broccoli. Sulforaphane appears to support healthy liver function and may help reduce the liver's production of excess glucose,
especially during overnight fasting. For many people, this can be an important part of maintaining healthier blood sugar levels throughout the day.
Your liver produces glucose while you sleep. When insulin resistance develops, the liver can release more glucose than necessary, which is one reason many people wake up with elevated fasting blood sugar levels. Research has found that sulforaphane may help support healthy glucose regulation, particularly in individuals struggling with higher fasting blood sugar levels. You can grow broccoli sprouts at home in a simple jar, or find them in many grocery stores. A small handful, about a quarter cup, added to salads or sandwiches several times a week is usually enough. To preserve sulforaphane, eat them raw or only lightly heated, since high temperatures can reduce their beneficial compounds. So far, each food we've discussed has worked in one of two ways: slowing the entry of sugar into the bloodstream or helping improve insulin sensitivity. The next foods are especially practical because they can easily be added to meals you're already eating. If you know someone who is working to improve their blood sugar levels, consider sharing this information with them. Number 4 is avocado. Many people avoid avocados because they are relatively high in calories, but that often causes them to miss one of the most blood sugar-friendly foods available.
Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the same heart-healthy fats found in olive oil. Combined with their fiber content, these fats help slow digestion and reduce how quickly carbohydrates are converted into glucose. When avocado is paired with foods such as rice, bread, or other starches, it can help create a more gradual rise in blood sugar, rather than a sharp spike. Research also suggests that monounsaturated fats may support insulin sensitivity, helping cells respond more effectively to insulin. A practical serving is about half an avocado per day. Add it to eggs, whole grain toast, salads, or any meal that contains carbohydrates.
Number 5 is chia seeds. These tiny black and gray seeds are nutritional powerhouses. When mixed with liquid, chia seeds form a thick gel due to their high soluble fiber content. This gel helps slow carbohydrate digestion and absorption, promoting a steadier release of glucose into the bloodstream. Instead of rapid blood sugar spikes followed by crashes, glucose enters the system more gradually. Chia seeds also provide plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, which may help support a healthy inflammatory response, an important factor in insulin sensitivity.
1 to 2 tablespoons per day is a simple target. Stir them into yogurt, add them to water with lemon, or blend them into smoothies. Allow them several minutes to absorb liquid before consuming, and be sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Number 6 is fatty fish, especially salmon and mackerel. Unlike some of the other foods on this list, fatty fish works primarily by supporting the body's inflammatory balance. Chronic inflammation is closely linked to insulin resistance. When inflammation remains elevated for long periods, insulin signaling can become less effective.
Salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, known as EPA and DHA. These nutrients help support healthy cell membranes and may improve the way cells respond to insulin. Aim for 2 servings per week, with each serving roughly the size of your palm. Fresh, frozen, or canned options can all be effective. Canned sardines and mackerel are particularly affordable choices that still provide excellent nutritional value. Number 7 is walnuts. Walnuts provide a unique combination of healthy fats, fiber, and plant compounds that support both metabolic and cardiovascular health. They contain plant-based omega-3 fats and nutrients that help support healthy blood vessel function. Because walnuts contain a balance of fat, fiber, and protein, they can also help reduce blood sugar fluctuations after meals and support healthy insulin levels. A serving is approximately 1/4 cup, or 7 to 10 walnut halves. Choose raw or dry roasted walnuts whenever possible, and use them as a replacement for processed snacks, rather than adding them on top of existing snacks.
Number 8 is eggs.
Whole eggs, including the yolk, provide high-quality protein and important nutrients that can help support blood sugar management. For years, many people were encouraged to avoid egg yolks, but current research has shown that whole eggs can be part of a healthy dietary pattern when consumed in moderation. Starting the day with a protein-rich breakfast, such as eggs, may help reduce hunger, improve satiety, and support steadier blood sugar levels throughout the day.
A whole egg is made primarily of protein and healthy fats with very little carbohydrate. That means it has minimal impact on blood sugar levels by itself. One of the most interesting benefits of a protein-rich breakfast is what's often called the second meal effect. Starting your day with eggs instead of sugary cereals or refined toast may help support more stable blood sugar levels, not only at breakfast, but also at your next meal.
Number 9 is apple cider vinegar. This is one of the most talked about foods for blood sugar support because its effects can sometimes be noticed quickly. The active compound in vinegar is acetic acid. It helps slow stomach emptying, allowing carbohydrates to enter the bloodstream more gradually. It may also support the body's ability to use glucose more efficiently. Research suggests that consuming vinegar before a carbohydrate-rich meal may help reduce post-meal blood sugar elevations in some individuals.
To use it, mix 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar into a full glass of water and drink it 10 to 15 minutes before a meal that contains carbohydrates. Always dilute vinegar before drinking it, as its acidity can irritate the throat and damage tooth enamel over time. If you take medications that affect blood sugar, consult your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes. Number 10 is lentils. Lentils perfectly demonstrate that not all carbohydrates affect blood sugar the same way. They contain resistant starch, soluble fiber, and plant protein. This combination slows digestion and allows glucose to enter the bloodstream gradually, rather than all at once. Lentils may also contribute to more stable blood sugar levels for several hours after a meal. Replacing refined carbohydrates, such as white rice or highly processed starches, with lentils several times per week is a practical strategy for supporting healthier glucose control. Aim for 1/2 to 1 cup of cooked lentils a few times each week. Add them to soups, stews, salads, or grain bowls. They're affordable, filling, and highly nutritious. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. Imagine someone struggling with elevated blood sugar levels. Instead of eliminating carbohydrates completely, they begin making strategic food swaps. Breakfast becomes eggs and avocado instead of sugary cereal. A tablespoon of diluted apple cider vinegar is used before larger carbohydrate-based meals. Lentils replace some refined starches. Walnuts replace processed snacks. Fatty fish appears on the menu twice a week. Cinnamon is added to coffee or oatmeal. Broccoli sprouts become part of lunch. Over time, these small changes can work together to support healthier blood sugar regulation and improve overall metabolic health.
This highlights an important principle. These foods are not working through a single mechanism. Each one supports the body in a different way. Fiber-rich foods help slow glucose absorption. Foods rich in omega-3 fats help support a healthy inflammatory response. Foods such as cinnamon and vinegar may help improve how the body handles glucose after meals. When these habits are repeated consistently, they can help support healthier insulin sensitivity and more stable blood sugar levels over time. One important note: anyone taking medications that lower blood sugar should monitor their levels carefully when making dietary changes. Improvements in blood sugar control may alter medication needs, so it's important to work closely with a qualified healthcare professional. To get started, try these 5 simple steps. Replace a sugary breakfast with 2 or 3 whole eggs and half an avocado. Soak 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds overnight and consume them the next morning.
Add 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to your coffee, oatmeal, or smoothie. Drink 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar diluted in a full glass of water before your largest carbohydrate-containing meal. Replace refined starches with lentils a few times this week, and include fatty fish in your meal plan twice.
The goal is not to eliminate every food you enjoy. The goal is to add foods that help support your body's natural ability to maintain healthy blood sugar levels. Many people notice that their highest blood sugar reading occurs first thing in the morning, even after fasting all night. This phenomenon is often linked to processes that occur in the liver while you sleep. Understanding why it happens can provide valuable insight into improving fasting blood sugar levels. In the next video, you'll learn what happens overnight and discover practical strategies that may help support healthier morning blood sugar readings.